It's funny though, because whenever I tell people about the kind of weather that I like and everything, and the fact that I like hiking and all that stuff, I'm always met with the response, "You should move to California." Like, yeah, I know that. I've wanted to live in California since I was like 10 or something. Like, and that was mainly for music and acting. But I mean, I just everything except when the wildfires that are happening right now.
Yeah. It's like you got a wildfire in your backyard.
I like pretty much everything else about Cali, especially the weather and the environment and all that stuff. I would love, and I've never even visited there, but I really, I really want to move there eventually. But I don't have the.
Yeah, I am more of a Georgia guy because my cousin lives in Georgia, and he says it's awesome here. You should come live here. I'm like, well, why should I? Like, what's the reason to move there? And he's like, well. Unlike Florida, we actually have seasons.
Oh, that must be great to actually have seasons.
I know, right? Here we have summer, hot, very hot, and just ridiculously hot.
Well, what I've always heard, I like this saying. We have 4 seasons just like everyone else. Ours are a little bit different. We have summer, not summer, almost summer, and fuck, it's still summer. So,
I'm like, I wish I could move up there. Actually, shoot, I don't even have to fly up. I could drive.
You could drive.
Yeah.
I could drive to Cali if I wanted to. But when I do eventually move, I probably will drive because I'd like to have a car that I already have. I don't really want to fly over and then have to get a new car. Yeah. I would. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to make it exactly. It'd be cool to make it a road trip.
It's like one side of the U.S. all the way to the other side.
Yeah. And, a lot of people do it, especially, I was actually, because how I was talking about water parks before, Austin actually is from Texas, and he moved to California a while ago. But a lot of people do it. A lot of people, like one of my favorite musicians who also got their start on YouTube, Dave Days, he's from Pennsylvania, and he moved to California. A lot of people will do that kind of thing. They'll, especially in the entertainment business, it's so those are reasons I've always wanted to go. And I don't know, just like I don't know, the environment and the culture and the people, like, so it just, there's nothing that goes on here. Especially in our area of Florida. Like, people can talk about Miami and all that good stuff all they want.
Yo, Miami is way too much.
Yeah? Have you been? I've never been to Miami.
I have. And I'm a city guy.
Yeah, I am too.
I am hopping with the city folk. But Miami is too much. Even for a people person, it's too much.
Yeah.
A really good friend of mine, he's country. He lives out in the boondocks. Country. And he's like...
gross.
Huh?
I said gross.
And he's like... to like me and a couple of our other friends, and this was in high school, and he's like, bro, like, y'all, me and my sister are gonna go down to Miami for a couple of weeks, go visit our grandma and all that. And we're like, you sure you want to go down there for a week? And he's like, well, what do you mean? And we're like, Miami's too much, man, for a country guy like you. It's gonna be way too much. And he's like, I can do it. Like, why is it too much? And we're like, it's too much. There's a lot of buildings, there's a lot of places, there's a lot of people, a lot of stuff goes on down there. And he's like, don't worry about it, I'm going, whatever. And we're like, okay, dude, well, we'll see you in a week or two, whatever. Hopefully you make it back safe. And he came back a week later. The circles underneath his eyes were insane. He looked like he was just drugged. Like, his eyes were. He looked a mess. It was bad. Like, he looked like a crack baby.
Jesus.
Yeah. No, and we're like, bro, you look terrible. And he's like, no, man, I look great. And we're like, dude, you look like you need to go to the hospital. And he did. Just to get checked up or whatever. And he came back the next day. He's like, yeah, the doctor said I had way too much alcohol in my system. And we're like, so you drink a lot of alcohol? He's like, dude, I took so many shots and drank so much vodka. We're like, dude, You need to chill. Go back to the country. Go back to your cabin, man. And he actually did live in a cabin. It was pretty nice, actually. It was a very nice cabin.
He really was just trying to experience farm life, huh?
But dude, he was bad. Like I said, he looked like a crack baby.
All right. Well,
we're like, ooh.
Did he have? Because I have.
It was insane.
I have family that's very country, and they're really into moonshine.
Oh, jeez. They have a lot of that down there.
Have you ever had moonshine?
I took a sip, and I literally, as soon as it touched my tongue, I was like,
it's really strong.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is.
Yeah, but I have heard though the reason that it's illegal in most states and shit.
Even the smell was too much.
Oh, it's horrible. Ugh. But I have heard the reason that it's illegal is because it's so hard to tell what the alcohol level is, so they can't regulate that and sell that in like bottles and say, oh, this is 0.8.
Yeah.
This is always 100% alcohol. just know that.
Like
no, but like
all you people out there who drink moonshine.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all do it.
Good on
you. It's.
I mean, listen, there's people that'll drink like vodka and tequila and shit like that straight, and like more power to them. But like me, anything that I'm drinking or eating, I want it to actually taste good. You know, not gonna. I like mixing drinks, right? But I can't. I don't do any of that shit straight up. I'm not.
Yeah.
I could do like shot. I can do shots with a chaser, right?
Yeah.
Or like Jello shots. Those are always good. But no. I just can't do
it's too
like
much.
Straight out of the bottle. I just can't whiskey and shit like that.
Like I said, y'all who do straight up bottles and moonshine, like I don't know how y'all do it, but
the interesting thing about that,
kudos to y'all.
There's these family members that I'm talking about here. So they actually, I can't remember. I think it was Georgia. If I remember, it was Georgia that they went to, and they came back and they brought all these like different they have different flavors of moonshine. They had like this Mountain Dew flavored and this like cake flavor, all this different weird shit.
That sounds terrible.
And I was like, what the fuck is that? I remember I think they offered me moonshine. I was like, no, I'm just gonna have some wine.
Yeah.
You know, you have like I like wine, but like